Hey everyone, welcome back to another New World video. I hope that everybody is having an absolutely fantastic day. But in today's video, I want to go over honestly, a really good spot to go ahead and collect a ton of hemp and get a lot of fiber. And honestly, hopefully get a lot of other materials as well, because there's going to be hemp in the area. There's going to be silkweed. You can also find wire fiber in the area. And there's a lot of things that we can actually do to actually be able to improve our chance of being able to do that. The only thing that would actually be a little bit nicer in this specific area is there was some of the earth element or some of the elements that were here, so we could actually go after like dragon glories and other things like that in order to harvest some of those. There's not a ton of them in the area, but this area is more for the hemp and honestly more for the silk. So let's go ahead and show you guys kind of like some of the things that we need to actually talk about before we actually get started. Number one, if you guys want to be able to improve your chances of getting some luck when it actually comes to being able to harvest some of the rarer materials, you can actually increase your luck. Cornbread is pretty much the only one that you're able to do this with, and it increases your luck by harvesting for 1400 points for 25 minutes. So if you plan on doing a little bit longer of a collection period, then this is a great opportunity to go ahead and do that. You can buy these, at least on my server, it was as little as $12. So if you don't have all of the components and materials in order to craft your own cornbread, then you can always go ahead and buy some. Hopefully it's as cheap on your server as it is on the one that I'm currently playing on. There's a few other things that you guys can actually go ahead and do. I do have one of my jewelry here. So my necklace actually has adored harvesting luck, and you can actually buy different sets of jewelry depending on what you guys would like to actually be working on specifically in order to actually have a lot higher of luck. On top of that, you can have trophies at your home if you guys actually have purchased a house, which I have. So that's where a lot of my money has gone into, and honestly I'm not into crafting yet, so I actually buy a lot of these things, and that's where a lot of my money goes. But I can tell you that a majority of the money that I do make on a regular basis here in New World actually comes from selling fiber or cloth or variations of that. So the other thing that you can actually do is find different armor pieces that actually reinforce your harvesting luck. So each of my pieces are over 4%, so that actually helps out by quite a bit. I mean, that's almost 21% just there, and then we got another 8% here basically, so 28%. This is going to increase it by another a little bit. And then I have my harvesting sickle, my star metal harvesting sickle, which actually generates another 6% luck. So there's a lot of luck base going into this, and it could actually get even better as time progresses. So we're looking at like 34%. So basically, hopefully in one of every 3 bushes, big areas of groups that we go ahead and harvest, we'll actually go ahead and at least get something a little bit more valuable out of it. So I definitely recommend that if you guys are doing any type of specific activity, whether it be mining or logging, you guys actually have different gear pieces for that other than your main armor pieces. As you can see here currently in my inventory, I actually have like my mining stuff on me, and you can actually do that. And then also I have one for logging, and then I don't actually have anything specifically for skinning, so that might come a little bit later. We'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and kind of just show you guys around. As you can see, we got lots of hemp, and then there's a lot of these spine mushroom top things, spine caps. I can't remember their actual name here. Yeah, spine caps, that you guys can actually go ahead and get. And then if you guys do any type of arcane, or if you guys like to do anything with food, you'll get mushrooms from it as well. And there's hemp usually right there, which you can kind of see it. But yeah, look at, I mean, there's this hemp and hemp for days. And then we're gonna go all around this area, and we're just gonna kind of show you guys. You can see that there's actually some silkweed right there, and then there's actually some wire fiber that's fairly close by in the area that we're actually going to be working with. And then there's actually a fairly larger group just north of where we're currently located, and it's really important that if you guys want to go there, that it is actually into a little bit more dangerous of a territory. Now, the reason that this actually doesn't get picked over by a lot of players is because this is in a higher level area. This is in a 40 plus zone, so if you're going to come up to here, just be a little bit careful. Corruption does spawn around this location from time to time and in the general area, so just be well aware of that. And then there is a specific area that you might have to deal with a little bit of wolves, but beyond that, hopefully you shouldn't have to deal with a whole lot of anything going on. I guess I should have taken my cornbread if I was actually going to do this, which I do plan on harvesting hemp for quite a while, because I just put like 6,000 hemp on the market and it's all sold. So just absolutely ridiculous. However, the price of hemp on my server has actually drastically gone down. So the main reason I'm doing this is I want to get my harvesting up to 200, and hemp is one of the easiest ways to do it, even though it's one of the starting materials to go ahead and do that. But anyway, let's go ahead and show you guys on the map kind of where we're located. So we are up in the Restless Shores area, and it is a 46 area, and you're going to see that there's corruption zones here, and they do spawn kind of all over the place. But we're going to kind of go down this path just a little bit to about here, and then we're going to kind of go up this way. And then as soon as you kind of get into this area, you're going to start getting into a lot of wolves. So if you're trying to avoid them, I highly recommend that you guys go as far east as possible, especially if you're in this area as a lower level, and then kind of cut really close into here. And then this is where all the good stuff is actually at. Thousands upon thousands of different hemp spots that you guys can actually go to. Lots of silkweed in the area as well. And then the fiber wire is like somewhere like right around in this general area right about here. If you want more wire fiber, you can actually go up to this area. There's like 5 different locations just right in the very center here. However, you guys are going to go up into Morningdale, so that is a 45 to 50 zone. And just be careful, because this is actually going to be populated with enemies. So just be well aware of that if that's something that you're going to go ahead and start collecting. But you can't do that until you become a 175 for harvesting anyway, so it's going to probably take a little bit of time. But I do want to head off over into the main area, which is actually going to be just that way. And there is more hemp that way, but not like a ton. So it's up to you if you want to kind of go down that way or not. But you can see there's some more there. Typically there's more patches like right here, but somebody might have been in the area. Well, I don't know if they stopped, because looks like there's a big grouping of hemp just right here. I can see a wolf that's right in front of me. They are level 41 wolves, and there are a ton of herbs in. I got some shade cloth, nice, in the area. So you guys will get oregano, you guys will get mint, you'll get I can't remember what else you get in the area. Rosemary, I think, is another one, but I usually try to grab these because the other kind of the irregular ones do sell for pretty decent money. And if you're going to be in the area and you know that they're selling for a decent amount of money on your server, there's hundreds of these herb areas that you guys can actually go ahead and just kind of pick up along the way. All right, so we got more hemp right here. And then we're almost going into the perfect territory for basically harvesting and getting up your harvesting as quick as you possibly can. If you guys want a little bit lower of a zone, I do highly recommend that you guys go ahead and check out one of my other videos about making money. It's just outside of Windsward. I'm not going to show you guys on the map. You guys will have to go check out that video if you guys want to know more information on it. But I used that for a very, very long time. And this area actually I kept pretty secret for a while. The only thing I wish I was in this area was some of the natural things that we talked a little bit about earlier. But typically there's a lot of like silkweed over here. So it looks, yeah, so somebody's obviously set up camp here. Not seeing the fiber wire, which is usually, oh, actually, is that it? Yeah, it's right there. You can kind of see it. And then if you kind of come over the top of this hill, you can still see that there's more silkweed here. Silkweed over there. And then usually hemp is like all around the edges. And by the time that you get done just going in this big circle, it starts to repopulate all back at the beginning. And if you need to go below the hill, by all means, go ahead and do that. Whatever it is really works for you guys. But hopefully this does help you guys out. You can easily sell it for a ton of money. Super, super, super easy to do, and does not take a lot of time or energy in order to do this. Probably one of the best temple locations on the entire map. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot, and it is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're always doing it, and you guys stay gaming.